Guys, get this. On the top, I'm just going to keep an eye on the top part. I have 2 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 3, which we all know is 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 2 to the power 7? 2 to the power 11. I clearly have 2 to the power 11 on the top. On the bottom, I have 1 big number and 2 powers. So what does that mean? It does mean 2 to the power of 8. And then finally underneath, 2 to the power 3. Now, to prevent you using your calculator, I'll show you quickly how the calculator might come in handy for a question like this. If you're really desperate in an exam, here's what you could do. Fraction button. 2 by 2 to the power 3. Once again, don't insult yourselves. You're well able to do these without resorting to this. Right, what's 2 to the power 2, yeah? And then it's in brackets, and then it's to the power 4. Now I can write this. Guys, I can write this in the calculator, no bother. Okay? Now you see it gives you the answer of 8. Is 8 the correct answer? It actually is, because 8 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Look at this button. See the fact button? Shift. Fact. Turns it into that. Wait. However, I wouldn't let you away with that, nor will the junior cert. Here's what the junior cert will do to you instead. It will do something like this. It will say x. Oh, sorry, it won't pick x because it uses a multiplication sign. Let's go again. It will pick a multiplied by a cubed multiplied by a7, and then it will pick a squared over 4. Now, before some of you start putting in the a button in your calculator, it doesn't work. If it worked, I'd teach you that way. Oh, here we go. Yes, sir?
Can you substitute for x?
Shh. Lads, once again, I give you this in the exam instead. A1 by A3 is A4. A4 by A7, A11. A2 by A4, A8. Hell, this is a lot quicker than using the calculator. I'll just do it that way. Okay, let's move on. Next one. 125 in the form 5 to the power of n. Everything needs to change to a 5. How many 5s do we need to make 125?
5. No. 25.
Let's do this in our head. 5 multiplied by 5? 25. 25 multiplied by 5? 125. How many of them did we use? 3. Now, if you aren't the most mathematical person that's ever lived, you could write 125 in your calculator. You could then press Shift, Fact, and you'll get 5 to the power 3 instead. Just so some of you don't come over-reliant, if I put root 5 into my calculator and I press Shift, Fact, it won't work for me. The reason why it won't work is it has to be for powers bigger than 1 and above. So all I can do here is go on my memory. What is root 5 again in power mode? 5 to the power of a half. Finally, when you have a number on the top and a number on the bottom, what do you do with them? Yes, sir. You subtract them. In the same way, if I had x7 over x2, you tell me the answer is x5. Because you get the top power and you take away the bottom power. So what we're going to be asking you to do is we're going to be asking you to do 3 take away a half. And once again, if you're good with fractions, great. If you're not good with fractions, use your calculator. 5 over 2. The answer to this question is 5 to the power of 5 over 2. Okay. Would any of you like, and we'll get you guys to do it instead. So this is a made up question. I'm going to get you guys to do it right now. Let's try 81. And then square root of 3. I want you to write the answer as 3 to the power of something. In fact, lads, we're not going to have time. We only have 3 minutes left. I got to deal with myself. Sorry. Put 81 in your calculator. Press Shift Fact. You get 3 to the power of 4. This means 81 is equivalent to 3 multiplied by itself 4 times. You put the square root sign on the bottom. I'm pretty sure that's 3 to the power of a half. Then you do 4 take away a half, and you get 7 over 2. Is that okay with you guys? Okay. Look, David, what's the question?